everyone was like writing us off, really.
These moments strengthen you as a team.
They were always together, they fight it together.
Here's the question. Has it happened?
Felt it even before the season started, it could be really happening, and it's been 10 years, so I'm looking for the last piece of the puzzle.
From the outset, the Europa League, when you talk to the players, that was at the forefront of their minds in terms of they really felt that we as a group could achieve something and do something that the club's not done for a long time.
Sería muy lindo para mí, sería muy lindo para el club. Al final creo que lo más importante de los pasos de los jugadores por el club es dejar una huella, y de la única forma de dejar una huella es ganando títulos.
Play this competition is a pleasure when you work really hard and you know where you really want to go. The ambition of the team and your own ambition as well. When everything matching together, you know, that can create something special.
Our football, fast move, create, score, we lose it, react.
It's not just pressing with energy, it's playing with energy. Go Madders, go, but I'm arriving in here, boom, okay? Now it goes with us, Pepe, go, for paper friend, I'm in.
Play our football positive, we're wearing Tottenham shirts, we play the Tottenham Lions.
There's been a massive revamp of UEFA's competitions, including the Europa League for this season. Instead of being in groups of 4, one big league phase, 36 teams, everyone's in that. If you finish in that top 8, go straight into the round of 16. 9th to 24th have to go into an additional playoff round as well. Only one of these 36 teams could win it. No team dropping down from the Champions League. And I think that's part of the reason why it was a really good thing for Spurs to target as a trophy.
A new European adventure begins for Tottenham Hotspur, with eyes on a trophy that Spurs have won twice before. Here goes Juninho, and he's pressurised Dragusin, and Dragusin's brought him down, and Spurs are in trouble here. Red card for the Romanian. Spurs are down to 10 in the opening 7 minutes of the match.
Ange Postecoglou had to make a change.
Ben Davies will go to centre-back, and Udogie will play in his familiar position. And Lucas Berrypile, the unfortunate player.
Of course, I was a bit upset, frustrated. But at the end of the day, it's a team sport. The Gaffer made the best decision for the team, and I just have to stick with it and accept it and keep going.
Despite the early setback, I think it was an early indicator of the resolve that's in this team at the moment.
Solanke wins it back. Still going here. And Johnson! The 10 men in Tottenham lead the game!
It felt unbelievable, especially my first game in Europe, which was something that I dreamed of. The run it put me on gave me more confidence.
Kulusevski in, unconvincing, and in from Pat Matasar. That's it back to Kulusevski. Son, saved, and there on the follow-up is Dominic Solanke.
After a big game, a big win, my first win in Europe, it was the perfect day.
No away game is easy, it's always tough, the atmosphere is always brilliant. We're looking forward to the game and imposing our way on the game. Yeah.
Mikey Moore, breaking forward, tries to slip it into Lancashire and does. A scramble, Sarr bounces! Maddison, Johnson still! Yes! There's that second goal!
I think the way the players handle themselves was outstanding, and it's not easy to win away in Europe, so to get that 3 points and a good performance is pleasing.
Tava voltando de lesão também, né? Eu acho que foi meu primeiro jogo assim de titular entre os 11.
Bentancur, what a pass! Berryvale chopped down, that's surely a penalty. Yes, it is.
I was the penalty taker that night. Sonny wasn't on the pitch, so I was ready to take the penalty, but Richie really wanted to take it, and he'd been out injured. I captained the team that night. That was my first captaincy in Europe, so it's a proud night for me, and I wanted to make the right decision. I just thought it'd be good if Richie scores.
E aí ele foi lá para a marca do pênalti, né? E segurou a bola assim, foi e me entregou, né? E aí já abriu o sorrisão já.
Just to let him get some confidence, get your striker scoring again.
And Richarlison didn't disappoint.
The returning Richarlison dusts off the celebration. A special moment between the captain for the night and the goal scorer. Spurs get the job done. 3 wins from 3, a perfect start in the Europa League this campaign.
The injury crisis was so damaging really to the season. Not only because some of the best players in the team were out.
Destiny with his hamstring, would lose Bentancur, Mickey, Romero, Richie.
It not only disrupts you in games and makes life difficult managing the squad, it's also about training. Like, you can't just have normal training sessions.
Yeah, it's hard, of course. When you regularly play, you think you are invincible, you are unbeatable, you think nothing can happen to me, you know? Yeah, of course, you have to just wait your time to be able to play.
None of the injured ones are kind of back yet. There wasn't a lot sort of to cling on to, but through that whole time, I think the feeling amongst the players in particular was that, you know, we just tough it out and we'll get through the storm and you know, at some point we'll hit sort of smoother waters.
Turkish football in general is famous for having some of the noisiest, most hostile, passionate atmospheres. And I think top of that list for any neutral from abroad watching on is Galatasaray. You know that fever pitch tension that builds in the stand.
Nearly every time we had the ball, there was just whistling the whole game, proper loud and hostile.
Headed away by Gray. Goalwards, and what a goal! Gray will play on here, look like a foul. Referee does give the advantage. What a ball. Johnson, and Spurs are in and have scored!
Will Langshay gets his first goal and you think, oh wow, Spurs can just ride out this noise. But Galatasaray just kept coming.
Dragusin. Oh, he had no idea there was a man there. Mertens, Osimhen scores! Mertens, first time. And Osimhen's there again, absolutely ruthless. Great running in behind here from Pedro Porro, their stretch Galatasaray, and it's turned in by Solanke. But Spurs suffer their first defeat in the Europa League this season.
These moments strengthen you as a team, even if the outcome or the performance isn't quite where you want it. I think after that night we knew there's no stadium that we would go to that would have any surprises. We'd hold no fear.
Composure from the captain. Spurs with the early lead. Oh, and it's in. Roma have equalised. And it's 1-1 in North London. Hummels trying to keep pace and cannot. What a ball, what a goal! Spurs top scorer makes it 2-1. A real tangle in there. Salamakis. Angelino! It's in! 2-2, Roma have got their equaliser. In the context of our European campaign for both us and Rangers, it's a big game. If we can get a positive result, it goes a long way to us getting through to the knockout stages. 2 runners forward and Igerman's there! The lead belongs to Rangers. Solanke's in, Maddison lets it go. Kulusevski! Spurs have equalised.
Having dropped some points in those Europa League matches in the league phase, it suddenly made the match at Hoffenheim huge.
With the new format, the league table had become tight. There's 2 game weeks left. We had Augsburg at home on the last and we had Hoffenheim away. That was a big game for us because then it gave us the buffer of, we knew if we win at home, we're in the top 8, and we missed the playoff round, which obviously at the time we had some injuries as well. And the 2 less games would have really helped us get some players back.
The amount of injuries we had and the lack of bodies we had there that night, we really were down to bare bones.
With 14 players unavailable on the day, there was high jeopardy headed to Sinsheim.